Number 4 gets at the key difference between competitive firms and monopolists. And let's spend some time here, because if we get this, the technical work in the chapter becomes much easier than if you don't. All right, so suppose a perfectly competitive firm and a monopolist are both charging $5 for their respective products. From this, one can infer that the marginal benefit from selling an additional unit of output is $5 for both firms. Well, marginal benefit for a firm is marginal revenue. And just a quick review of where we were when we were analyzing competitive firms up through last week. So actually the beginning of this week. So the competitive firm is a price taker. That means their demand curve is just a flat line at the going market price. I haven't put the the market problem side by side the way we usually do, but I want to focus on the firm's situation. So the firm, it turns out that the market price is also equal to the marginal revenue for that firm, what the firm gets from selling one more unit. And as long as the marginal revenue is greater than the marginal cost, that firm will increase profits by increasing output. Where will it stop? Right there. The competitive firm output is at Q naught. Well, now the monopolist, so this is a competitive firm. The monopolist is different because for one thing, we map the market and the firm in the same space because there's only one firm in the whole market, not 1,000 teeny firms. There's one firm. So the firm faces the market demand. So this is very different. So that's the firm's market demand curve. And indeed, any firm that's imperfectly competitive faces a downward sloping demand curve. It just means that if the firm reduces the price of its product, it doesn't lose all sales. It can sell more, albeit at a lower price. But if it raises its price, it doesn't lose all sales, and we'll lose some sales, but not all sales. Anyway, the fact is that for a monopolist, the marginal benefit of increasing output by one, say, is not anymore equal to the price for a reason I'm going to describe right here. Let's suppose that a monopolist is producing at P naught and Q naught, and that monopolist wants to increase output to Q naught plus 1. I'm going to make these distances really big here. Well, notice that in order to do that, the monopolist has to lower its price because it's selling all that it can sell that consumers want to buy at P naught. So the monopolist is going to have to lower its price by some amount. Well, this brings out the reason that the marginal revenue for a monopolist is below the market price. Notice that, on that new unit, the firm gets the new price of the good for that one unit. We call this the quantity effect on the firm's revenues. But the firm was selling Q naught at P naught, and it's a single price monopolist. So in order to sell more, it has to lower the price, not just on the new one it sells, but on the other stuff it had been selling. So it has to, in other words, discount the output that it was selling. So this is the discount effect, quantity effect and discount effect. So yes, revenues go up because of the quantity effect, but they're offset by this discount effect. So marginal revenue is always less than price. Actually, in the one case there, it's not. If the firm's selling 0 units of output, marginal revenue and price are the same because there's no units being discounted if I'm selling 0. In the end, it's going to turn out sort of handy feature. Well, you saw this in your reading, that the marginal revenue, if it's a straight line demand curve, the marginal revenue curve has the same y-intercept and it's twice as steep. So if this x-intercept is Q2, the x-intercept, the quantity axis intercept of the marginal revenue function would be Q2 divided by 2. So it's twice as steep. anyway, that's the key. So we can go back to the question. Marginal benefit is $5 for both firms? No, it's $5 for the competitive firm.